So EA Sports just made it even easier to upgrade some of the best free players in Madden 25 Ultimate Team. Let's talk about how and showcase what you need to be doing in today's video. Now, Say family, and welcome back to another Madden 25 Ultimate Team video. Hope you watching this one are having a wonderful start to your day. Hope you had an unbelievable weekend. Hope your week's been amazing so far, and without further ado, let's get it started. Now, the players we're going to be focusing on in today's video are none other than the upgradable Season 89 overall cards, or I guess not 89s, because EA Sports has yet to add the new season ticket offers, so the max we can get them to is 87. But regardless, these cards just got easier to upgrade today. Let's talk about how. Now today, the week number 3 missions just got added to the milestone tab. There are also some awesome program objectives, and boys, I want to show you guys exactly where you should be and who you should be upgrading with every season player, as well as talk about how to get XP really quick. To buy Madden 25 coins for the cheapest price on the internet, check out MMOEXP by clicking the link in the description and use the promo code SWIFT at checkout for 5% off. Now, first things first, if you have yet to go through and complete both of these missions right here in the program tab, these are a necessity. Each one gives you 70k XP. That's 140k XP in total for scoring points and getting passing yards, which are honestly super simple. Now, beyond that, there's also some new week number 3 milestones in the game, like getting passing yards and achieving first downs, and we can go through and get these 2 missions done, as well as the 2 program missions in one solo challenge using one play. Now, which solo are we going to be playing? Well, fellas, we're going to the solo challenges. We're going on over to the Game Time solos, and boys, we're going to AFC, and you are playing the Tennessee Titans solo. This one is so good because A, you're playing against a horrible team, the 77 overall Bears, who actually do have a good secondary in real life, but regardless, it's a 77 overall team. You start off on the 15-yard line, meaning every single time you throw the football, you get 85 yards. So that's going to give us our passing yards. We're also going to be scoring our points, and when you score a touchdown in this game, it also credits you with a first down, which I know is super weird. It doesn't feel like it should, but it is going to credit you with a first down if you score a touchdown. So all I'm going to get you to do is go to this solo and spend, let's say, 10 minutes grinding. It's realistically not going to be that long. 10 minutes of grinding is going to get you basically every single mission completed. As you guys can see, the first play, that's kind of unfortunate. We didn't score a touchdown, but we do get a good bit of passing yards. All we're going to do is do this solo for about 10 minutes, put on a show, put on a movie, put on some YouTube, whatever it may be, do this solo over and over. And you guys will see, after 10 minutes, when you return back to your main menu, you're going to be getting 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, or even 60,000 XP for just a couple of minutes of grinding. 100% worth doing. And doing so is going to give you season tickets, as well as potentially some more 81 overall cards you can upgrade. Okay, now that was part 1 of this video, which is leveling up, and that's one thing that everyone needs to be doing. But beyond that, let's talk about how we're going to be using our season tickets and what 81s we want to upgrade. Now, there are 3 players that I would suggest everyone upgrade. The first 3 cards you guys are going to want to pick in the game. The upgrade animation is really, really cool. In this pack, we have all our 81 overall options. So Kirk Cousins, Cooper DeJean, Stephon Diggs, we got Brian Burns, Tyron Smith, and Michael Penix. Now, out of this pack, the 3 cards I would recommend you guys upgrade are number 1, Brian Burns, number 2, Cooper DeJean, and number 3, Tyron Smith. Now, beyond that, if you want to take a quarterback, you can. If you want to take Stephon Diggs, you can. But realistically, I think these 3 cards are probably your best options: Brian Burns, Cooper DeJean, and then Tyron Smith. And for me personally, I have yet to pick up Mr. T himself, so we're picking Tyron Smith at left tackle, and we're gonna upgrade him. Now, for me personally, I feel like the sweet spot right now is getting these cards up to about 86 overalls. Once you get them all up to 86s, then you can make that final upgrade to the 87. It does cost you a fair bit of season tickets to get this final token. So the first thing I would recommend everyone do is get those 3 cards up to 86 overalls or higher. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to spend a bunch of my season tickets to just get a couple more upgrade tokens and boost Tyron Smith from an 81 all the way up to an 86 in a couple of seconds. So the 82 overall upgrade token, we're going to buy that. The 83 overall upgrade token, we're going to buy that, and so on and so forth. We will be buying every single token we need to get this card all the way up to an 86. And boys, if you're watching this video and you're thinking, Swift, why are you getting a free left tackle? You already have a free BND left tackle from Rookie Premier. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move Tyron Smith over to right tackle because the stats on the card are going to stay the same. His overall might go down a little bit, but the stats are going to remain identical, meaning he's still going to be a very good pass protecting tackle, even if his overall drops a little bit. So here we go. For a little bit of grinding, I was able to pick up all of these tickets. I was able to pick up another free 81 overall player, and now we are boosting boosting this card from an 81 all the way up to an 86 and throwing him on over at right tackle. The stats on the card are super solid. We're putting in all these season tokens, and again, this is the order I would recommend you do it in. DeJean, Brian Burns, and Tyron Smith. Those 3 cards should start for you on your team. They all have really good stats, and then once you get those cards to 86s, then you start upgrading them to 87s. But realistically, 86s is what you want for each player first, and then once you're there, then you can drop the relatively expensive amount of tickets to get them to an 87. And beyond that, once you have those cards at 87s, I would honestly recommend you save your season tickets. At that point, it's not worth starting an upgrade on Michael Penix. It's not worth starting an upgrade on Kirk Cousins. Instead, you're going to want to save your tickets when you get in that situation, because when they release more offers in the game, we're going to want to be able to get those players upgraded, and we're not going to want to waste our tickets on a card that doesn't matter as much. But here we go. Let's put our new right tackle into the starting lineup. We got Tyron Smith as an 82 overall. I honestly might throw JC Latham over here just because he actually goes up to an 83, and we'll keep Tyron at left tackle. I think that's what I'm going to do. But yeah, as you guys can see, JC Latham is significantly better than this Kevin Beachum at basically every single stat, so that's a no-brainer to make that upgrade and move him over here. And just a quick tip right here, we're going to put JC Latham in as a backup left tackle. What that's going to do is ensure that we get to keep any chemistries on the card when we also move him on over to right tackle. So JC will now be my starting right tackle, Tyron Smith will be my starting left tackle, and that to me is a solid upgrade. Like, we get a big time stat boost at right tackle, and we get Tyron at left right now. I love it. Then once you get those cards to 86 overall players at a minimum, then it's time to upgrade them to 87s, and like I said, do not waste your tickets upgrading any other players. For me personally, I don't think Stephon Diggs is really super worth it. I don't think either the quarterbacks are really worth it. Instead, save those tickets. So for me, we got Brian Burns at an 86. I have Cooper DeJean up to an 87 already, and we have Tyron to an 86. Once those 3 cards are at their floor, then you upgrade them to 87s, and then save any tickets past that, because you're going to want to keep them for when the 88 and 89 overall tokens become available. 88 overall tokens could become available tomorrow, I can't lie. Okay, one other quick tip that I talked about earlier, I would honestly also recommend you consider selling off one of your wide receivers right now, because boys, there's an 88 overall Drake London card who is free, and that is coming on Thursday. So if you have a receiver that you know is going to get upgraded when Drake London comes in the game, it is not a bad idea to sell them today or sell them tomorrow. For me personally, Marvin Harrison is the odd man out. Tyreek Hill is free, Rome Odunze is free. Realistically, when I get an 88 overall Drake London, who by the way, he has 87 speed, Marvin Harrison is going to be the odd man out. So instead of waiting for everyone to sell off their Marvin Harrisons and everyone to sell off their wide receivers on Thursday, it's not a bad idea to get ahead of the 8-ball and make that sale today. Just looking at prices, I'm probably going to sell this card off either today or tomorrow, and then realistically, I'm not in the worst scenario because I have the Hines Ward card to replace him. So Maserati Marv right here, as you guys can see, in terms of prices, he is going to be selling for, well, there's a lot of guys that have MAS, but Maserati Marv is going for about 293k. That is very expensive for an 86 overall player. As you guys can see, Earl Thomas is 100,000 coins cheaper. So realistically, I'm thinking that Maserati Marv is going to come down in price, and we're going to replace him with Drake London in a matter of days. So I might as well sell him off now before that price goes down. And that's a quick tip for you guys to follow as well. Obviously not the heart of this video. The heart of this video is the fact that EA Sports made it easier to upgrade these cards by adding some new missions in the game. I go over how you should have these players upgraded and who you should be upgrading right now. If you enjoyed, drop a like, hit that red subscribe button if you are new to the channel, and until next time, I'm out. Love y'all. See ya. Peace.